Hello, Mike here. Just heading out with a large folder full of paperwork, which hopefully today I can give to the local DMV, and that will make my Nissan Skyline legal. So, I'm going to get it fired up here. Cold start. Pretty chilly today. I got this car in, and the day after I got it, we got about a 10-inch snowstorm. So that was that hindered my progress getting all the paperwork done on this. So let's do a cold start on this. Sure, it won't be real happy about it. Not too bad, not too bad. Got a little monitor here. Get through some parameters on that. Usually run my RPM and speed there. So, I'm going to let it warm up here for a couple minutes and then head down to the DMV. I don't know how long I'll be there. I've had trouble with some other vehicles there, so this will definitely be a new one for them. So, I'll let the car warm up for a few minutes and then we'll head down that way. Alright, so got all my paperwork, hopefully everything I need. Get in the local DMV here. See if we can get this registered as a legal vehicle. The roads are quite nasty because of all the snow. I'm not real happy even about taking it out with the roads like they are. It's still quite cold today, and a lot of salt on the road, some ice. But I really want to get everything, all the paperwork done, get it legalized, and get my license plates in for it. The next few days is supposed to warm up to near 60 degrees, so I'll have a chance to wash it and get everything ready. I don't really like the fact of the ice and the cold weather. The tires on the front of this vehicle, they are federal tires. I'll have to look at the model number of them later, but they have a tread wear rating of 140. So they are quite soft summer tires, and those just don't like the cold at all. You lose a lot of traction when you run summer tires, even in the cold. But the rubber just turns solid. It's so hard. So now I've already driven this car nearly 1,000 miles. It was about my distance from Florida at Rivsue, where I picked it up, back to my house. I stayed the night in North Carolina, so I didn't make it all in one trip, but that was a lot of driving, and the bad part is it was all interstate. Wouldn't have made for much of a video at all. It was all interstate. Most of it was nighttime. Very, very boring. I can't say I was real happy with that trip. Kind of sucks. So drive back home, get it registered, and hopefully be able to make some more videos. The drive back wasn't too bad. It took a little bit of getting used to being on this side, on the right. I had a friend with me, and when we first left the dealership, he had to keep reminding me, you're drifting. Oh, okay. I'd move over. You're drifting again. Okay, I'd scoot back over. That took a little bit of getting used to. And the shift from 1 to 2 is odd because it's just away from you. 3 and 4 aren't bad, and I know where 5 is. But going to 2 takes a little bit different of a motion because you're pushing and going down that way. So that's a little bit weird with your other hand. And a few times I would use this hand to hit my turn signal, and it is over here on the right. So it didn't take long. I got fairly used to it. And then as soon as I got back home, I kept hitting the windshield wiper in my other vehicles. So it didn't take long to get used to it, and put that into my memory to use this hand for the turn signal. I got used to it pretty quick. This car rides nice for such a long trip, for a 1,000-mile trip. It's a good driving car. It has pretty extreme suspension on it, so it's very hard on any sort of rough road. But if you go on a new highway, new pavement, smooth as butter. This car cruises nice, has a nice quality exhaust on it, so there's not a huge exhaust note. There's no drone at all. It's quite nice. It doesn't really pull anyway. It's just the extreme sidewall on the tires being stiff, and the exhaust and the suspension. I mean, it all works pretty well. It can be a little rough. So that's the only real issue. Other than that, it cruises down the highway just fine. When you get to about 65, 70 miles an hour, the exhaust note almost disappears. It just smooths out, kind of equalizes. And it's a really nice car to drive. Seats are super comfortable for me. I absolutely love the seats. My friend Justin did too. I had another friend. He was not comfortable in these seats. They're pretty extreme bucket seats. These are original seats in the vehicle, and they come pretty close on your sides. I'm not a very big person. I weigh about 155, and it hugs me pretty well. I can see that if you were much bigger, I can see where it would not be very comfortable. So yeah, if you're a bigger guy at all, I'd say you'll have trouble even fitting in the vehicle without getting custom seats made or anything. I'm sure you also notice the roll cage in this vehicle. It's not too intrusive. It's not really in the way. It comes down by your seat, which I'll show in another video. I'll do a walk around next. I'll wash it in a couple days, and when it's nice, and do a walk around. But you have to kind of get over this bar and then feed your foot in. So yeah, if you're a very large person, I can see where you'd have issues being comfortable in this vehicle without doing some modifications. Now, it does have a telescoping and a tilt wheel, so that is pretty nice for adjustment's sake, as you can move the wheel in and out, up and down. And other than that, it's really just a normal car. And the only other thing you really have to pay attention to is it's in kilometers per hour, all your speedometer, your distance. So I almost gave up on figuring up my gas mileage on the way home. You have to convert it all to miles and then figure it up that way. And I had to actually make a little cheat sheet showing what my speed limits are. That way, as soon as I go by the sign, I'd know how many kilometers an hour I have to go. It does not have the miles per hour in there in the speedometer, where this was only made for the Japanese market. I'm sure you can see me hitting some of these bumps here, and they're quite noticeable. But I guess that's the sacrifice you take. So I don't think I'm going to be able to film in the government courthouse and the DMV. So I'll leave the camera out here, and I'll try to explain if I had any issues when I get back out. So, just about down there now. I'll try to give you all an update when I can. See these bumps here. Yeah, really bumpy roads. They almost hurt. Because a race car, of course. Why would you want it any other way? So I'm about a block away from the courthouse here, and I'll start some video up when I get back. Alright, well, it's been about an hour and almost 45 minutes since I entered the courthouse, but I did come out with plates and my registration paper. So yeah, it took a while. There was a lot of time spent on the phone. She had to call, in Kentucky, so they had to call Frankfurt, had to call the Capitol building, give a confirmation with them. What do they want to do about the kilometers on the dash? You know, they're like, what's the mileage on it? Well, I can convert it, but they said they want to keep it as kilometers only, because that's killed it because it's cold. So they kept it as they just had to put on there that it's only in kilometers. The VIN number is the serial number on this vehicle. There's no Japanese VIN. They just have serial numbers. And of course, that did not go into their computer system, so that didn't work either. So there's all kinds of things that the computer kicked out and didn't work. They got waving at me. The UPS guy, he was actually in there wondering whose car it was. But she had to end up calling Ritsu down there and checking with them at some form that she wanted. And mainly it's just because Kentucky is really particular about registering vehicles. Really annoying thing is that I have to pay taxes, which is 6% in Kentucky, on this vehicle every year. And that sucks really bad, but that's just the way it is here. So they're really picky when it comes down to knowing your purchase price and getting all the information squared away. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, and I knew this car would be. I knew it would cause a problem. I took a 94 Toyota pickup truck in last, and they had issues with it. So I knew that this car was just going to be off the charts. The one lady that was working with me, which she helped me out, she got everything done, but an actual quote from her when she came out and looked at it and had to inspect it. When she got back in, the other workers in there asked her about it. What do you think of it? She said her actual quote was, "I wouldn't give a nickel for it." So she didn't like it at all, probably because it's a sports car. And I think they just hate cars in general. I don't know if working there makes them hate cars or what, but anyway, it's all done. I had to run another hole in this license plate to be able to bolt it on, because the Japanese license plate bolts they're a little bit wider. They're spaced out a little bit more than our license plates are. So do that, and it should be good to go. I think that should cover everything paperwork wise, thankfully. So now I'm gonna get me some food and get this plate put on. But I'll try to do another video soon. Try to do a walk around. I'll probably be in a few days when it gets nice weather. Get it cleaned up because there's melted snow and salt on the roads. I'm sure it's already coated the vehicle just being behind a few cars here. And it looks like there's a couple of waterline breaks here, so the road's all torn up. Anyway, I'll try to get back, get some more videos for you guys. Let me know if you like these videos. I'll do some more. See you later.